Hello everyone, welcome. We are going to start off this painting with a look at our palette. We have burnt umber, burnt sienna, yellow ochre, yellow green, viridian hue, sky blue, ultramarine blue, and titanium white. And now what we're going to do is take our composition that I've planned out and transfer it directly onto my toned canvas via digital projector. There's lots of different ways you can do this, but I just really like using the projector. And here is a look at our finished sketch. And if you guys have been watching on this channel for a while, you know the drill from here on out. I am going to start with the block in, move into the modeling stage, and end the painting with those final details. Right now, just like you see me doing, I got a big brush. I'm throwing on some paint very quickly. In the block in, which is what we're doing here, I just, like I always say, I am just thinking about shapes and the core colors as well as the value. Although with the value, and if you don't know what value means, value is the scale of your lights and darks. I'm keeping everything very muted in this first stage of the painting because I know that if I use too high of a value right away, which is going to be white. White is the highest value we can get to with our painting. If I use that prematurely, then at the end of the painting, I won't be able to create that sense of lighting that I want with this painting because there will be titanium white already used up all over the painting. So I won't be able to coax out those really bright pinpointed streaks of light, because everything will already be at the highest level of light that I can achieve with my paints. So there is a little bit of a strategy coming into it where you want to make sure that you have somewhere to go with those highlights at the end of the painting. It just helps the painting run smoothly. And for this particular painting, I am excited to have kind of like a sunset stormy lighting where maybe there's some thick clouds covering a shoreline, but there is a little bit of sunset light, so it's going to be a little bit warmer, shining through the clouds and hitting this wave as it's crashing over these rocks. So yeah, I'm going to let you guys watch, and if you have any comments or questions or anything like that, you know where to ask in the comments below, and see what you can pick up on with this painting. And with that, here is the finished block in. You can see it's very simple, and one painting session is now complete. We move on to another. This is the modeling. Modeling is probably one of my favorite stages just because I like to see how you add a few strokes here and there, and it really starts to make the painting look like it's coming into focus. So you start out blurry, you tweak it a little bit with some of this modeling, and it just starts to get a little bit more focused. Pretty cool. I got a comment with the last seascape painting video that I did, and it was regarding reference photos. And I guess I would like to point out that usually with a seascape painting like this, I actually have one main reference photo that I'm looking at, which is usually the one that I go off of for my composition, but I actually have a little file that I can pull up different reference photos from that kind of showcase different aspects of the painting, like white water, for example, the way the foam looks. I'll have a picture for that, and then I'll have one that really showcases rocks, and then I'll look at that when I'm doing the rocks. So I'll have a couple different photos for specific things that I can look at along with that main reference photo. All right, everybody, 2 painting sessions done in the books. The first one was the block-in. Yesterday was the second one where I broke into some of the modeling. And I'm really happy with the rocks. I like the movement of the water in the foreground. I'm not happy with this area right here, so I think I'm going to start off the third session here addressing that. But yeah, we're just doing the modeling right now. That's where we're starting to add a little bit more definition to everything. I'm going to start to build a little bit more of the lighting into it, but I like to start off very muted because white is as light as we can get with our painting. So remember that when you are in the beginning stages of your painting. All right, let's jump back into it. Yes, that is very key to your painting. I stated it at the beginning of this painting, and I just reminded you, save your white. We are now starting to build our sense of light in the painting by introducing those higher values. And if we had introduced them too early, we would have lost this painting technique advantage, where I am now starting to, in the modeling stage, layer on lighter values on top of those midtones to really create that sense of sunlight. Okay, all right, I have said enough about saving your values. However, it is very rewarding at this stage in the painting, just like you see me doing, to put those highlights on and see that light just come together because we saved it for this stage. Here I am using a bit of a dry brush technique to apply this light reflecting in that spray as the wave is curling in. What I do for dry brushing, I've mentioned it a lot and I do it a lot as a technique with my paintings, but you just take a dry brush with a little bit of paint and you have a dry surface, so the painting is dried, and then you just kind of smudge it on and create a little bit of a misty effect. Now I'm going to focus a bit more on these rocks, shape them up a little bit, and then we're going to finish up with the modeling. With that modeling stage complete, all we have left to do to finish up this painting is add on the final details. And for that, we have a small brush. This brush is actually a number 4 bristle brush. I think it's a flat. I like to use that. I've been relying on that a lot lately. So for the entire, I think, modeling stage and detail stage, I used this one brush. And this is the point where you really get to see your painting come together. Everything you've been building towards gets that capstone put on it in this final stage. It is a very fun stage. It can be time consuming depending on the amount of details you want to put on, but it's very rewarding to see all of your hard work pay off. The color that I'm using here to highlight the eye of the wave was basically Viridian Hue with a touch of that yellow-green to really liven it up, mixed with titanium white, because titanium white kind of tends to desaturate my colors when I mix it in to raise the value. So adding a little bit of that yellow-green into the mixture helped give it that punch back to the color. So that is what I used to highlight that wave. But now I'm just gonna let you guys watch and study with your eyes. I'll catch you at the end of the video. Enjoy. Alright, that is going to wrap it up for this video and for this painting. Thank you so much for watching. Here's the finished project. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll catch you guys in the next video, and until then, God bless y'all. We'll see you later.